We will continue the insurance policy, then the principles of insurance. The third principle, that is principle of indemnity. Indemnity, that means to compensate or to make the promise, to assurance, to give the assurance. In insurance terms, indemnity means an assurance, that is promise to put the insured in the same position as he was before happening of the uncertain things or uncertain events. The insurer undertakes to make good the actual loss incurred by the insured. In case of fire, marine and general insurance, amount of compensation is limited to the amount assured or actual loss incurred. For example, if goods worth rupees 3 lakh are destroyed and insured value is rupees 4 lakh, then the company shall pay the insured only of rupees 3 lakhs, because the actual value of goods is rupees 3 lakhs and not rupees 4 lakhs. No person can make the profit out of insurance contract. That means it is not possible to make the profit from the insurance policy. It is only on the actual loss. However, if the insured value is of rupees 2 lakhs and shall pay rupees 2 lakh only and not rupees 3 lakh, that is called as a principle of indemnity. Then fourth principle is principle of subrogation. That is, this principle is applicable to all contract of indemnity. This principle is applicable only when the damaged property has any value after the event causing the damage. After the insured is compensated for the loss due to the damaged property, insured then a right of ownership of such property passes on to the insurer. That means, as per this principle, after the insurer pays compensation to the insured, legal right in the insured property gets transferred to the insurer. Therefore, if the insured is compensated for the loss due to fire to the property insured, then the right of ownership of the property is passes on to the insurer. In case of insurance company, in case insurance company recovers more amount than the claim paid, it shall return such surplus to insured. This principle is applicable only when the damaged property has any value after the damage. We can see it with the example for your better understanding. For example, Mr. A had insured his stock worth rupees 3 lakh. There was a fire in the godown due to which stock worth rupees 2 lakhs was damaged. That means Mr. A has insured his stock worth rupees 3 lakh. But because of the fire, the 2 lakhs rupees 2 lakhs rupees goods was damaged. As per the principle of subrogation, if the compensation of rupees 3 lakhs is paid and the balance stock is sold for rupees 1.2 lakhs, then the insurer has to return rupees 20,000, that is 1.2 lakhs, 1 lakh, to the insured, that means to Mr. A, insured, that is Mr. A. However, out of rupees 20,000, it can retain the amount of expenses incurred to sell the stock and return the balance amount to Mr. A. This is called the principle of subrogation. Then the fifth principle is principle of contribution. Principle of contribution. This principle is applicable to all contracts of indemnity where the insured has taken out more taken more or more than one policy for the same risk or subject matter. This is called as a double insurance. Principle of contribution. This principle is applicable to all contracts of indemnity where the insured has taken over more than one policy for the same things for the same risk. This is called as a double insurance. This principle is an extension to or supplementary to the principle of indemnity. It applies only to the marine, fire, and general insurance. If a person has taken insurance for the one property from more than one insurance company, even then the compensation paid to him cannot exceed actual loss incurred. If one insurer pays full compensation, then that insurer can claim proportionate share from other insurer. Similarly, insured can ask for proportionate from all the insurers. For example, Mr. A had insured his stock in trade worth rupees 50 lakhs with GIC rupees 25 lakhs, Bajaj Alliance rupees 10 lakhs, ICICI Prudential rupees 15 lakhs. That means he take the policy from all these three insurance companies for his stock of rupees 50 lakh. There was a fire in the godown and stock worth rupees 20 lakhs was destroyed. In this case, there are two options. His stock is of rupees 50 lakhs and there is a fire in the godown. Then his stock of rupees 20 lakhs was destroyed. That means 30 lakhs rupees he get that means there is a difference is 30 lakhs. In this case, there are two options. Option 1 is Mr. A can claim full loss from GIC and GIC can claim proportionate claim from Bajaj Alliance and ICICI Prudential. That is rupees 20 lakhs will be shared in the ratio of 25 is to 10 is to 15. Otherwise, he can take the second option. Mr. A can claim the loss of rupees 20 lakhs in the ratio of value of the policy, that is rupees 10 lakhs from GIC, rupees 4 lakhs from Bajaj Alliance and 6 lakhs from ICI. He can take also this option also. In this way, he can cover his loss of rupees 20 lakhs. In any case, no one can make any profit from insurance contract. That is, Mr. A can get a maximum compensation of rupees 10 lakhs only. By option 1 or by option 2, he can get only rupees 20 lakhs as per his loss. Then the sixth principle is principle of mitigation of loss. Mitigation of loss. Insurer must always try to minimize the loss of the property. He always try to minimize the loss of the property in case of uncertain events. Hence, it is the responsibility of the insured to protect the property and avoid the losses. As per this principle, insured must try his best to reduce the loss to the insured policy on the happening of an uncertain events. As if the property was not insured, he should not be negligent or inactive just because the loss is insured. It is his responsibility to take necessary steps to control and avoid further losses. For example, if there is a fire in the office of a company, then the official should use the fire extinguishers and call the fire brigade to reduce further losses. They should not be inactive just because the property is insured. That means he should have to take certain steps to avoid all these losses. If there is a fire in his office, or if there is a fire in the go down, then if he know that our go down is burning, or our office is burning, then he should immediately call to the fire brigade and take he should take the proper decisions to avoid the further losses. This is called the principle of mitigation of losses. Then the seventh principle is principle of causa proxima. It means when a loss is caused by more the one causes, the proximate cause should be taken into consideration to decide the liability of the insurance. That means causa proxima, that meaning is nearest cause. Causa proxima means nearest cause. As per this principle, when loss is caused by more than one cause, then the most proximate or nearest cause must be considered. The property may be insured against risk of loss from a certain cause if the proximate cause due to which the loss has occurred is not mentioned in the contract of insurance. Then the insurer is not liable to indemnity the insured. For example, a cargo of rice, a cargo or ship of rice was destroyed by sea water which floated the ship when it when it collided with an iceberg. Now in this case there are two causes for losses: collision of the ship with the iceberg, and second is sea water which flooded the ship. However, the nearest cause in the sea water which destroyed the cargo of rice. If the cargo was insured against the loss due to sea water, then the insurance company is bound to indemnity the insured. However, if the cargo was insured against the loss due to collision, then the insurance company is not liable to indemnity the insured. For example, in case a ship is carrying meat and was destroyed due to storm, as a consequence of which meat decomposed and had to be thrown. Here, the loss of meat is not due to danger of sea, but due to the delay, therefore not covered under the marine insurance. That means in case of a ship, it is the other example, that is in case of if a ship is carrying a meat, it is a perishable things, or ship is carrying vegetables, fruits, or flowers, and was delayed due to the storm in the sea. Then because of the storm, all the fruits or vegetables, flowers are destroyed and has to be thrown. Then here the loss of fruits, vegetables, or flowers is not due to the danger of sea, but due to the delay. Therefore, it is not covered under the marine insurance. This is called as a principle of causa proxima. That means nearest cause is taken into consideration. Then these all are the these seven are the principles of insurance. Then we will see the types of insurance. There is the three types of insurance: life insurance. We all know the life insurance, LIC. We saw always the advertisement on the TV, radio. Always listen. Nowadays, life insurance become the most important insurance because of the viruses, just like coronavirus. The this uncertainty of the life, is become. That's why life insurance policies became important. Then the fire insurance in case of the business, then marine insurance. These three are the important insurance: life insurance, then the fire insurance, and then marine insurance. Marine insurance is related with the water. In the picture you can see the boat, the ship is float in the sea, and the fire. These are the types of insurance: life insurance, fire insurance, then the marine insurance. Life, we will learn the meaning of that. What is the meaning of life insurance? A contract where an insurance company undertakes, in consideration of regular payment of premium, to pay a certain sum of money to the assured on maturity of policy or death, whichever is earlier. That is called as a life insurance. Life insurance. It is for the whole life. It is covered the whole life. Under this policy, life of a human being can be insured against the death, sickness, or the accident. An insurer undertakes to pay definite sum to the nominee on death of a person insured, or to the insured on maturity of the policy, whichever is earlier. Insured, insured is required to pay premium to the insurer. It is important to note that the basic purpose of life insurance policy is not for the benefit of insured, but for those left for those left behind, that is, those who survive after the death of the insured. It is important for the every member of the family to take a life insurance, which can guard the family members in case of his or her death. Then the fire insurance. Fire insurance, according to the Indian Fire Insurance Act 1938, in addition to other insurances, fire insurance is that insurance contract which takes place against fire and such other risks which are mentioned in the fire insurance contract. That means this is fully covered the losses due to the fire. That is called as the fire insurance. Fire insurance protects against the risk of damages by fire to the property and assets. Insurer undertakes to indemnity the losses incurred due to the fire within a specific period. The insured has to pay premium for such insurance services. The loss due to lightning, lightning and explosion is also covered under fire insurance. That means if there is a circuit of lights, or if there is an explosion because of the fireworks, and if the due to this the fire is exposed, then it is the cause of fire insurance. Then the marine insurance, a contract under which the insurer undertakes to indemnity the insured against the losses incidental to marine adventure. That is called as the marine insurance. Marine insurance. Ships, cruises, cargoes, boats, etc. are used to transport goods and people from one place to another, from one country to another country, through waterways, that is oceans, from seas. They are exposed they are exposed to various risks like sinking of ship, storms, fire, collision of ship with icebergs, attack by the thefts, etc. Marine insurance covers the losses or damage to the vessel and goods during the journey against premium paid for the same. That is called as the marine insurance. These three are the important insurance types. We in the next lecture we will learn about the types of life insurance policies. Thank you for listening me carefully. Stay at home and read a book. Thank you.